What is up, guys? Bobgar here. 10 ticket gauntlet time. I am on white, blue blink, white, blue flicker, whatever you want to call this deck. And Melissa is on red deck wins, mono red burn, something in that range. And this is the kind of semifinals, I guess. This is the last two decks left in the winner's bracket. Whoever loses this gets kicked down to the loser's bracket. So I will go first. I think red deck wins is the strong favorite here, but depending on my draw, I think it is theoretically possible that blue-white flicker could win. I think it's a little bit of an underdog because it's so slow. I think this one's a keep, but I'm not liking it. But I don't want to mulligan lower than 6, I don't think. And I'll put that on top. I'm probably winging turn 2, so it's a little slow for me. Gives me something to do turn 3 that's not Mole Drifter. I guess I'll put it on top. Not ideal. We're a little slow this game. We don't have the Wall of Omens, which is pretty good in the matchup. And we don't have... There's basically 6 cards that we have that I think are pretty good in the matchup. They are Wall of Omens. I have 4 of those. And I have 2 Soul Warden. So, you know, the Soul Sisters card. And we're doing a lot of blinking. That can get our life up and out of range of them, potentially. We only run 2. That's probably the absolute best card in the matchup, and we happen not to have it. So, puts us in a hard spot. It might be worth it for me to play... it's going to be tricky. I use my mana way more efficiently by playing Riftwing next turn. But I think there's definitely an argument for Thraben Inspector just as a chump blocker, too. I think I'm not going to. I think I'm going to play down the Riftwing and save Thraben Inspector for the turn after, which was my original plan. Just the turn 1 creature does make that line a little bad for me, but that's fine. Riftwing is in general not terribly good against your deck, although it's not the worst either. Okay. Oh, now I have a Keldon Marauders to chump block instead of a Monastery Swiftspear, and probably both would be chump blocking, so that doesn't feel bad for me. I mean, she might burn it out of the way, but if she does, then she's burning my creature instead of face, so probably doesn't ultimately cost me that much more life. But yeah, I'm not in good shape here for sure. I mean, when you're playing his play Thraben Inspector, break a clue, you're definitely behind. Okay, we go to 17. What else did we lose life on? Oh, well, we lost life when this came into play, of course. Draw for turn. Wall of Omens. So, it's probably actually just better to Wall of Omens here. As sad as that might be. I could have waited to play a land. I probably should have, because if I had drawn white, I could have Thraben Inspectored as well. But I didn't, so it doesn't end up being relevant here. I guess the Disc is also a pretty good blocker against Melissa. But I'm going to take a couple turns to get to that if I actually want it. I guess just 1 turn, but next turn is still almost no matter what, probably Thraben Inspector plus Break Clue. If she burn spells Wall of Omens, I probably still block, even though that doesn't sound that good, but I think even if she does that, I just want to reduce damage by as much as possible, even though that's not a good trade for me. But she'd have to burn spell Wall of Omens, so I'd be saving 6 damage total. So yeah, that definitely seems worth it. Another Swiftspear, sure. Goes to combat. Attacks, attacks, attacks. Well, blocking Swiftspear would be safest, but I think the correct choice is to block Marauders, so I will. If she wants to kill my wall, it doesn't... Like I said, it's not actually a big deal because it's then saving me 6 damage and it drew me a card, so that's about as good as I could hope. I suspect this is just a 3 damage burn to face. No, 2 damage burn on wall. So she does... I mean, that means I saved 5 life by blocking with Wall of Omens while also drawing a card. So against burn, that's a super good trade for me. It still might not be enough. We're definitely way behind, but that was definitely the right play for me to make. Saving 5 damage against burn is definitely where you want to be. I'm not actually convinced. Well, it probably, given that she has such a creature-heavy draw, it probably is worth it to kill the wall rather than going face. I'm trying to think about how much damage it would have prevented over the course of the game. I was like, I don't know if I actually would have bothered hitting the wall or whether I would have gone face there, but that comes into play next turn. I draw a land. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I think I play land. I think I play Thraben Inspector. I did that wrong. I should have waited to play the land until I played Thraben Inspector and broke Clue. Although, no, actually, no. I don't think it would matter. Because what could I possibly get with it? Yeah, like that's not going to do anything. All right. Well, I'm in chump block mode on a Swift Spear for sure. I'm down to 12. Hopefully I get a land. Specifically, hopefully I get a plains. I'm definitely short on plains right now. I'm suffering the cost of playing a 2-color deck. I think I run slightly more plains than islands, but maybe that's not true. I think I got a little unlucky with my draw here. But not significantly. It sucks that I can't cast Magus of the Disc or Thraben plus Eerie Interlude, but not the end of the world. 2 mana. Probably Burn Spell to face. Burn Spell, yep, to face. This one, it didn't really matter if he pointed it at face or at Thraben Inspector. Actually, I might have... Well, it depends what her last card is. If her last card is a bolt, she should have pointed it at Thraben Inspector. If her last card is... Or she has 3 cards, but if she has a bolt, then pointing it at Thraben Inspector would have been right, because that way she could bolt face and swing for 9 total. Magma Jet is good. It means she gets to push the lanes to the bottom, probably. With ball suspended. Alright. Block here, obviously. Whoa, what? Okay, I did go. Well, I think it was already pretty obvious that I was using Rift Wing to target one of these creatures, just because she's obviously going to be pushing lands to the bottom. And so putting a land on top of her, into her hand doesn't do anything. She's not going to go above 3 lands probably anyway. But especially when a Rift Bolt's coming down and it's going to make one of these extra big, definitely makes sense to just bounce the creature. That definitely hamstrings her on mana more. Bad luck continues on the land front, but that's alright. We will Wall of Omens. If we get a land off this, we're definitely in a much better shape. And we did. So now the options are hold up Eerie Interlude, which could be good. In fact, maybe that's even the right thing to do. Or I could Mold Drifter with no value. That doesn't feel very good. Or I could Thraben Inspector, break Clue. That also feels okay. I think I'm just going to pass turn like this, though, and leave up Eerie Interlude. Plan on blocking and then blinking if I can. Is it worth it to get in? Probably not. Down to 8. She has 3 cards in hand, one of which is a Monastery Swift Spear. Rift Bolt probably targets face. I mean, she has a bunch of 1-mana burn spells. I'm just dead. I can stop her attack damage, probably. Face seems correct. Alright. Gets her draw. She knows what it is, but I don't. Actually, maybe I should have checked. I assume she put at least one thing on top, but I guess I didn't actually check. Lava Spikes, can't stop it. That seems fine. Does she have the 2 mana? The one, she probably just has a burn spell here, is my guess. Yep, good game. Alright, well, she had it. We were at a point where we might have been able to start turning that around, but it was just too little too late. She had a really good creature start, which is what the deck wants in this kind of matchup, and we drew none of our life gain, which sucks a little bit. Negates are okay. Could be worth it. I think I'm going to go up negates and down a few of our expensive cards. Wall of Omens seem great. Redone Eerie Interlude doesn't seem terribly good here. Could even go down 2. Don't think the rest of these seem particularly good against her. Let's run it like that. Just up the negates, give us a little bit more early interaction and ways to stop her. Burn spells, and then down a little bit of our high end. Not so much to totally hamstring the deck, but enough to kind of make the deck slightly faster. Make our average converted mana cost drop from like 3 to like, or like 3 point, it's probably 3 point something at this point. Like 3.5 to 3.2, just, you know, I don't know. It's a pretty small change, but it's just a little bit to give us that ability to keep up. Again, it's a hand that this hand really is good against her specifically. I mean, it has at least 2 good cards that are really good against her, and it's not super expensive. But I don't have the land, so I got a mulligan. I'm just not hitting well. This is a lot better. I think I'd probably play the Soul Warden turn 1, but I might also regret that, because she might just turn 1 burn spell it, which is what I would do if I were her. But it at least wastes the burn spell on it and slows her down by a turn if she had a creature to play turn 1. So don't think it's the worst. This is an interesting one. Given my hand, I think I put it on top. I mean, I can play it. It's relatively good. Yeah, I think I might as well put it on top. That way I have a nice smooth curve of things to play. It was the best card in the matchup. Unfortunately, like I said, playing it turn 1 probably means it just dies to Lightning Bolt here, or Rift Bolt or something. But if all she has is Monastery Swiftspear, she's just going to give me a life, which would be great. So, hard to say what'll happen. Oh, she does have the Swiftspear. I gain a life. Well, that's pretty good for me. I mean, I still think I'm not favored in this game, but this is definitely a better start for me than last time. I didn't play anything till turn 2 last time, and when I did finally play things, they weren't really what I needed. This is not the best. If I had Wall of Omens, I'd be feeling a lot happier. It would block this even if she kills this, and I would gain an extra life, but still fine. No. Oh, I probably should have attacked. I can't imagine blocking. I probably should have attacked there. Don't think it's super relevant, but that was probably a slight play mistake. Just like, what is the World War I'm going to block here? I don't think it exists, and she didn't have anything to do. It's got to be Burn Spell and Soul Warden, right? Another... Oh, maybe not. Gets me another life. Alright. Swing, swing. I'll take... Oh, she's stuck on 1 mana? Well, if she's stuck on 1 mana, I have a pretty good shot, I think. This time I am going to be smart enough to swing in with my Soul Warden. That's ticking down, but not down yet. Another Riftwing. That could be good, too. But I don't think I play it here. I think I just Reflect Your Mage, gain a life. Do what I should have done last turn and attack in with my 1/1. Not that it's super relevant. And I'm in the lead. I'm at 20 and she's at 19. Well, she can't play Swiftspear, so she probably plays like a burn or something. If she burns Reflector Mage, she can attack in. If she burns Soul Warden, she can't do as much, but still might be worth burning Soul Warden here, I would think. 2 mana. Yep, just gonna get rid of Soul Warden. Seems like the correct play. Puts them both to the bottom. Wonder if she's looking for lands or cards at this point. If she's looking for lands, which very well might be the case, I might actually want to hit land with Riftwing here. Especially if I draw a land, and I think I might be able to draw double, like running lands. It might be correct to swing Riftwing land. Well, Riftwing land when it comes in, swing, interlude, bounce this, bounce another land, just leave your board totally empty. I mean, she has nothing in her deck that could kill my guy. Obviously, I just block with my 2/3. It's a little weird because now it means she can't block me, but I guess she wouldn't block me anyway, so I guess that's fine. It's kind of like one of those irrelevant plays. It's like, yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, my other option here, I guess, depending on what I draw, is... Oh, I was wrong. It doesn't come down till next turn. I thought it came down this turn. Oh, no, I was wrong. Well, then I definitely don't Eerie Interlude. I probably just suspend another one of these. Then there's a question of, do I keep Reflector Mage back on defense? And the answer is probably yes. I think that's correct. So... she's up to 3 mana, so she bottomed 2 and top decked a land like she wanted to. Means it's going to be hard for me to put her as far behind. Okay, another Swiftspear, that's fine. She's just gonna bolt my guy maybe. Or play her 3/3 creature. Either of those could be pretty good. I'm not sure what the right play here is, but I also don't know what her hand is, I guess. I'm assuming it's a 3 damage burn spell, because that's usually what she has. She goes creature instead of face. I don't know if that's right or wrong. It's definitely... It's not bad. It's okay. I don't know if it's good or bad. I do have 2 guys ticking down that are going to come down pretty soon. Hopefully I draw something good here. I feel like I have a lot of good draws in my deck, and I've kind of been getting a little unlucky, but that happens occasionally. Oh, I thought I was telling it to cast, but I clicked the wrong button. That's fine. Bounce a land. Don't really care about the 2 creatures. You can just replay them for 1 mana anyway. And I draw Frost Titan. Well, that's a really good draw eventually. Obviously, it doesn't do anything here. Man, do I hold it back or do I attack in? This one has 2 more counters on it too. I can't imagine blocking here. I guess I'll attack in, but that could easily be the wrong play. I mean, she's going to do a ton of damage to me here. She could do 12, I think. And I could Eerie Interlude this guy if I want to, but I probably don't. Okay, got another one of those. Sure. That's a pretty good draw. I mean, if I could get Frost Titan down, I'd be in good shape. But yeah, I'm having a little bit of unlucky. Oh, she does go face. Good. Perfect. Well, that's what I wanted to see. That is part of the reason I played it like I played it. I figured if I left this guy back, she might go for him. Oh, this might just be game. Is that enough to kill me? I think it is. She had 2 1 damage burn spells. Oh, no, that's Rift Bolt. That's fine. Rift Bolt's fine. Rift Bolt doesn't do too much yet. She gets in. Yep. But if she has a burn spell in hand, I think I'm just dead. That takes down, but it's 1 away. I draw. That's one of my better draws. I think I put that out. There's no world where I don't play that. And then the question is, do I leave this up? Then I can block 2. I'm going to take 3 from that. I can block 2, take 2. Yeah, I think that's where I want to be. I don't think there's a better play for me there than that. Okay, and then she probably just has another burn spell to face. And if she does, I think I just lose. But if she doesn't, I have a pretty good shot still. Okay. Rift Bolt comes at face, I think. I think, I don't know. Given my hand, it was the wrong move to go for face with that, I think. But I don't think she would know that. I just think she gets more total damage through if she goes at Riftwing. Because, well, maybe not. She's got to have 1 more burn spell in hand. Okay, she goes to combat. Attacks in. Short. Go to blocks. Block it up. I mean, I'm going to blink both my guys. I don't see why I wouldn't. If she has a burn spell, she wins. But if she had a burn spell, she won anyway. So she didn't need to attack. Oh, haha. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. I like it. GG. I like that a lot. That's pretty awesome. So she was waiting until I tried to do that because. So I guess I would have lived the turn if I had let this resolve. No, because I would have lived the turn if I had let this resolve and let my 2 creatures die. I definitely was not expecting. I guess it's a good card against this deck because of the Panharmonicons. Doesn't feel good to use against a clue, but I guess it's just 3 free damage and it keeps me from drawing a spell eventually. It's not terrible. I guess I have enough targets to make that a good include. Usually I think of it as coming in against Affinity, but this it doesn't run too many artifacts, but I guess it runs 7 between the 3 Inspectors and the Panharmonicons. Oh, that's awesome. I like it. But yeah, if she didn't wait till I tapped out, I could have sacked it in response, and then it would have fizzled. So that's pretty funny. Well, good games. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, BobGar here. I just really wanted to quickly say, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you enjoy my content in general and would like to see more of it, subscribe. I'll be coming out with more content in the future. And please leave me comments and let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, both in terms of production and in terms of my play and my deck building and all that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.